check this Axelson spindle function out here. Okay, I'm going to do some tests on these chucks I have. I've got some aluminum shorts here, and I just want to do a test, a couple inches, and see how much taper I get out of these various chucks. And the collet chuck didn't disappoint me by not disappointing me. I cut this, I was doing some tests on it, I got up to 1/1000 taper. And that's kind of typical. I run into with 5C collet chuck. Adapters have no problem with hardened lathes themselves. Okay, but maybe I'll do that again and show it to you. But this is one of the worst chucks I had. For rigid holding. It's a 6-jaw chuck. They're, especially this size, 6-inch, there's not a lot left after they cut it all the way to put 6 jaws in it, so it's a little bit weak. And what I'm going to do is put this piece of aluminum in here and take a light cut on it and measure it and see how much taper is in it, okay? And I'll set the camera in a better spot for that. Okay, gonna sharpen up one of my micro 100 tools, and I'll set the grinding wheel to the right height. Here's the wheel here, and I will drop it down right to about there. That looks good. Okay, I'll get this out of the way. Set it way over here. And here's the tool in there. I find it better for these finishing tools to take them out of the tool holder because I gotta do a hand radius on them. And I do it by hand because it takes too long to machine grind a hand radius. I gotta move and move fast. And I can change the radius as long as it's small, real rapidly, with a diamond handstone. So, okay, I'm going to get this set up and we'll grind this. Okay, you can operate the machine from the front or the back, and right here is kind of a nice spot to be here at the back. So I'm going to take about 10,000ths off this, probably. Get touching here. There we go. Set to 0. Gonna do a thumbnail check here, and I think we're there. I'm gonna feel it just about 1/2,000, and give it just a little bit of a polish here. I'm using a real coarse wheel. Real coarse, real cool grinder. Okay. Well, that's that. Now put a radius on the tip. Well, I tell you, an optical comparator would be nice, and someday maybe I'll get one. But I do have a vest pocket optical comparator. It's an SPI scale loop, 7 power. Now, I wonder if you can see in there, in the magic loop. There's a scale in there. I don't know if you can see it, but up in the upper left, there's some dots. And that's what I, circles, and that's what I judge the radius. I don't know. So, okay, I'm going to use this, and I'm going to hand form that radius and gauge it by this. All right. Okay, it's only taken me a few minutes to form the radius on here. And I'm going to try a 20 thousandths radius. The finest feet on the Axelson is just under 3 thousandths. And I want to have a very sharp tool with the smallest possible radius for the least deflection. So I'm checking it with this and using this easy lap to form that radius. And it feels so good, and it's very sharp. Ooh, look at that, just shaves the finger. Okay, let's get this in the lathe and make it cut. Okay, running this Axelson in reverse to oil it up. And I'm gonna loop that. I don't know what speed to run. Maybe I'll try 849 and go about 10,000 steps. With a micro 100 AR8 cutter with a 20 thousandths nose radius, I think. That's about close enough. Okay, we'll do a little bit of a taper check here on this. There we go. Move it over here and see what it is. Oh, it gets pretty tight. Maybe I just had it wrong. Move it over. I have it on that edge there. I see. Metal gets a little bit of fuzz on it, so you can kind of burnish it with the carbide faces of this tool. Move it over. I run 1/1000 taper. That's what I see. Okay, that's about 1/1000 and 2.5 inches. Now I'm going to increase the speed. See if we get a change, huh? We'll keep everything the same. I'll go another 5/1000 back. And the speed will be 1127. Touch off again. That's okay. Got about 5,000 steps there. Here we go. It's looking good. Running full blast. Warms the bearings up a little. Let's see if that taper increased or decreased. It's a Mitutoyo dial snap gauge. I'll give it a load it. Hey, maybe it'll be close to 0 this time, huh? Kind of burnish it a little bit with that carbide faces this thing has. Okay, let's move it over. Ah. Wow, look at that. We increased the taper by over 1/2,000 running at full speed. So I'll take another cut and we'll drop to the speed below 849 and see what happens. is 628. Machine's running pretty smooth at this speed. RPMs, 5,000 depth of cut, just under 3,000 speed. Carbide tools, a micro 100 with a 20,000 nose radius. Nice finish. Piece of aluminum, some fairly hard alloy. You see the carbide faces. And this little ring down here, adjust it, and I'll give it a good full turn and a half. Get it to 0 there. Load the gauge. And we're loaded. Hanging around 0 pretty good. Let's move it over. Running about 1 thousandth and a half. Taper. I think at the highest speeds it was a little bit more. And this is a little bit better finish. I can feel it with the gauge. So the best I can do with taper using this 6-jaw chuck is about 1 thousandth and a half and 2.5 inches. Okay.